What's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Soul Kiss, the podcast, where it is our job to bring joy,
love,
and laughter to your eyes and your ears. We're your hosts, Brent
and Kim.
And we have a lot to talk about today.
Let's get at it.
So, we always greet each other and try and figure out how we're feeling every day. So, tell me, where's your mental at today?
Well, earlier it was in the pot. We're going through a few little financial troubles like most people are.
Yeah.
And it could kick you in the tail not knowing what you're going to be doing next, but we're fed.
Yes, we are.
We're fed, so I pulled myself out of it.
Hear that. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of in the same boat. Of course, we're in the same situation, but I try to always keep a positive mindset during everything, and it's sometimes it can break you. Some of the things that might happen in your life can break you. But, the more positive you stay, the more you're able to continue to push forward and not be stagnant and down in the dumps.
All the new ideas keep coming instead of stopping.
That's right. Speaking of keeping yourself down from the dumps, or keeping yourself from being down in the dumps, the topic of today is how to be positive in bad situations. Tell me, how would you advise anybody to be positive in a bad situation that they're in?
Well, for me, I think about how bad things could be. Like, I know that there's people in the world that are dealing with things way harder than what I'm dealing with. I got what they call new world problems, basically, compared to some people. Yeah. I'm not in a war zone. All my limbs work. I just remember my blessings. And that really pulls me back from feeling. And I know chronic depression is real.
Oh, yes.
And sometimes you can't do nothing about that. You feel the way you feel.
Right.
And I would never tell somebody, well, get out, pull up your bootstraps.
Right.
I'm telling you how Kim takes care of trying to be positive in a bad situation. And that's counting my blessings and realizing how good I really do have it compared to the situation.
Oh, yes. And I'm once again, I'm in the same boat. We right here with most of this stuff, because counting the blessings or counting the good things that you have, all the small things that you have in life, it's a big deal. If I think one podcast I was talking about dwelling on some of the bad things, even though everything is going well in your life and stuff.
They seem to be loud.
They're very loud, very much so, and you attract to them. I don't know if that's a human nature thing or what, but you seem to attract to negative energy in bad moments. Like, everybody wants to see somebody hurt or somebody sad or in their feelings. Or it's hard for people to really, really attract to happiness, especially when it's within themselves. So learning to understand and love the small things in your life, whether it's the fact that you are able to eat, the fact that you are able to live and see another day, the fact that, you have a little bit of money in your pocket. It may not be enough to pay for some things that you really want to do or really need, but you still have a little bit in that. That's more than some people have at all.
Right.
Being able to walk. I had a father, rest his soul. He couldn't walk for almost a decade or so. Couldn't talk for almost a decade or so. And I just think about how happy he was just because he had family around. He didn't have the capabilities of being mobile and being verbal, but he was still able to love and appreciate the life that he did have. So, I couldn't help but to appreciate the small things when I have somebody like that as a role model. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
Yeah.
Not everybody can say they have that.
That's true. That is true. Learning to love what you have.
That's right.
All right. So, please be positive. And I know it's hard, but do the best you can. Yeah. And any time you have, any bad times, any hard times, and especially in the good times, you need to be positive. Don't be one of those people. We're going to move on, though, to our next part of the podcast, where we are going to recast a famous movie. And the movie today is Star Wars.
The New Hope.
Yep. We're going with the first one, the original. Good old George Lucas. But this one, we're actually going to recast it with an all-black cast. So this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna change the mood a little bit, but
That's fine. That's all right. Let's do this. You got somebody. We're gonna do a couple people. We're not gonna do the whole cast. The whole cast.
the main people.
Yeah, the main people.
Luke Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
I would recast as Michael B. Jordan.
Me too. Me too. We both have a list, and yeah,
That's who you picked?
that's who I picked. Michael B.
What was your purpose of picking him for Luke?
Michael B. Jordan. Okay, Michael B. Jordan still has the young, like trainer type person. He's not old. You know what I'm saying? So he could still play the part of young Luke, trying to grow into getting through his, father disappearing, dying, whatever it is, and being trained by this old master to become this Jedi. I can see it. He encompasses that in a lot of the movies that he does. Even as Killmonger for Black Panther, he still was able to be this I came from. This is where I came from. I'm coming back to reclaim what I wanted to do, what I was supposed to be. You did this to my father. Revengeful type. But he has that even in Creed. In Creed, he encompasses being a self-sustaining young man that's trying to build his way in this life, and that's Luke, really.
Right.
So that's.
And I picked him honestly because he's nice looking. Not gonna lie. That was my first reason for picking him. It's because he's nice looking. But I thought about his role as Killmonger.
Yes.
And that attitude that he had felt like Luke to me.
Yes.
So that's why I picked him.
Yes, I agree. So tell me, who did you pick for Leia?
Your turn.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. My bad. Okay, so the person I picked, and I had to actually look this person up because I could not think of anybody that kind of would fit until I looked up this person and I was like, she really does fit it, but not by movies wise, just looks and the feel of her. And that's Journey Smollett. Yeah, you didn't think about it, did you? See? Journey Smollett, like just put her in the white dress, give her a little, 2 buns or something, whatever you want to do to her hair, and then put a laser, right? Put a laser in her head and see what kind of attitude she's going to give you.
Okay.
Like that to me, I think that she's mature enough to be Leia and still young enough to be.
Okay, well, I picked Keke Palmer.
That was another choice I had.
Because for one, I understood her acting and understood her as an actress and as a person because I've seen lots and lots of interviews.
Yeah.
And Leia was a young person who had to be grown.
Right.
Very young in life. I mean, we know how that feels. Usually someone grows up because they had a kid. But this is growing up with responsibility at a young age.
Right.
And all of Keke Palmer's situation, she had to grow fast type of feel. And she's very much an old soul. And Leia was an old soul for a young lady. And I thought that. And then I also saw how cute she'd be and all that.
In the white.
In the white and the buns. And so I picked.
So I know we were supposed to be doing just A New Hope, but do you remember Star Wars Return of the Jedi?
I do.
Do you remember where Leia was with Jabba the Hutt as a slave?
Yep.
Can you see Keke?
Yeah. Her man was mad at her for what she wore to the Christmas party. So yeah, she would wear that. It looked good, didn't it?
It looked good.
Even after having a baby.
That's right. So what about Journey Smollett?
I don't know. I don't know.
And I think that's what
know her. So I think that's I can't feel her, if that makes sense. Like I only know
bits and pieces, especially when she was young. That's when you really saw her, Eve's Bayou and stuff like that. It's like, oh, the just like see a girl.
Yeah.
But yeah, even seeing her older, I was like, man, she really does fit.
Same.
I don't know what she looks like in a bikini. But
that's not. You don't need to.
That's right.
You don't need to.
You don't need to go back to Michael Jordan. Okay. All right, so we're gonna move on.
It's my turn.
Yes. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Will Smith.
Yeah. He likes to impart knowledge.
That's true.
And he looks good, great.
That's true too.
So his self now as a grayish man, not even a young man, because obviously Obi-Wan was way older.
Yeah.
But I could see Will still being that and giving that, and still not taking no BS.
Oh yeah. It kind of reminds me of
like he could mentor Michael B. That's what I'm looking
yeah.
at. Not that much of an age difference, but enough of one.
Right, enough of one. I mean,
honestly, when they did the new ones, Obi-Wan wasn't that much older than. I mean, he was a grown man.
Yeah,
but he wasn't 100 years older than him, like they made it look like in the new.
Right, and
that man looked like he was at least 50, 60 years older than Luke, when really he would be only about 20, maybe 30 years.
Yeah, I don't even think he would have been 30. That 20 would be about maybe 15.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. I'm a Star Wars fan, but I didn't get too big onto the age.
Yeah, I'm looking at what's his name playing Obi-Wan in the Anakin. I don't remember the name of it. I guess it's
Phantom Menace was the
Phantom Menace. Yeah. Okay, so when Anakin was a child, the man they gave as Obi-Wan, what is that actor's name? I can't tell you. But we'll look it up and it'll be up there. We'll look right up there. Yeah, it'll be right there. He was only about 15, maybe 20 years older than Anakin. And so that's how I saw it. I mean, honestly, Will Smith is only about 10 years older than Michael B, but he can bring a wisdom because he's always like that. That's how he speaks. Yeah. That's already how he speaks and teaching someone.
Yeah, and I kind of think of him in the After Earth with Jaden. And his role is, his role there as a commanding officer was just like, whoa, okay. You know, everybody's used to seeing Will Smith in like Bad Boys, Men in Black, the comical stuff, but, you know, seeing him in those serious roles, like
we talked about Legend.
We did. I mean,
he carried it.
He carried the whole movie just by himself. Yeah. I mean, there was monsters, but, you know. But I'm going to get to my pick on Obi-Wan. I actually chose Lawrence Fishburne as Obi-Wan. It's actually gray hair line, you know? But let's put Morpheus there, you know? Not Morpheus, Lawrence Fishburne, wrong person. But let's put him there. Let's put Ike there for a second, you know? Let's can't you see him being there and just like, Luke?
You need to learn this, that, and the other.
You know?
Like, we don't know any lines from the movie. We watched.
You know?
I am your father. That's all we know.
Yeah, that's Darth Vader. Ooh, speaking of Darth Vader, let's go ahead and move on to Darth Vader. What you have? I know it was supposed to be my turn. Did you not put Darth Vader in yours?
Oh, I haven't.
Is he Lawrence Fishburne?
No.
Oh, who got?
No, we're done with Obi-Wan.
We're done with Obi-Wan.
Okay, Vader.
Unless y'all got a problem with Lawrence Fishburne, I don't care if you do.
You know what?
But,
put in the comment.
Yes.
Okay, for Darth Vader's voice, I think Michael Dorn. He played, it'll be right there. he played Worf on Star Trek.
Oh.
The Klingon.
Okay.
He has a very deep and distinguished voice. And he's a good voiceover already. He's a voiceover actor. Yeah. I mean, and that Worf voice as Vader got me. I was like, yup.
You can see, I don't know Star Trek like that, but I can hear where I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I didn't know he was a black actor.
He's a black actor.
That's some good makeup.
He was a black Klingon, right?
Oh, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of the, there's another one that's like engraved or something.
Data.
Not Data. Like, he got the, I'm Star Trek.
You know, what we call the Snicker bar head.
Yeah.
He got the Princess Snicker bar up there.
See, that's how bad I was Star Trek.
Yeah, like humans.
Yeah.
And he was a black Klingon. He's a black man.
Gotcha.
Michael Dorn. Voice is so.
Yeah.
I had a crush on Worf as a Klingon. But I was disappointed that it was Michael Dorn looking all pretty.
Oh,
I
wow.
like the little snickerhead dwarf. He was serious.
Can't talk like that about my celebrity crush. But so the person that I had voicing Darth Vader, Keith David.
Who is that?
So
Help me.
you remember Shadow Man, Princess and the Frog. He plays
I
a
didn't
lot of
watch it.
enemies. Oh, you didn't watch it? Oh, he plays a lot of enemy characters.
I hear that voice, so I know what voice you're talking about.
Like, I don't know if he was like Boogeyman or something. I can't remember what all movies he played in. But when you see him, you'll be like, oh yeah, I know exactly who that is.
Right.
And you'll be like, okay, like he's that person. Let's see, you know the song from let's see, the cards would tell. The past, the future, past, the present, and the future as well.
Oh,
The
yeah.
cards, the cards.
Is he also that one that says, what do you want her for? She's down under, down below.
It reminds you of him.
Okay.
I don't know if that's him or not because no, that was somebody else doing that part. I think it's like a theatrical thing.
Okay.
But
Gotcha.
yeah, think that voice, but more urban.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, got you.
But yeah, y'all know who he is.
So-
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
So who did you pick for Han Solo?
Han
Or
Solo.
is it my turn?
No, because you did double, so I'm gonna
Okay.
do my turn here. I chose Danny Glover,
Uh-oh.
Childish Gambino.
Oh, Donald Glover?
Mhm.
I can see that.
You can see that.
I can see that.
Now listen, for all those Star Wars fans, y'all know that he's already been in Star Wars. He's been in the actual Solo film, the Han Solo film, and he played what's his name? Han's sidekick person, that partner in crime. They're all pirates, so they kind of betray each other. But he played the young version of him, and it's like he would be a good version of Lando. Thank you, Lando. Yeah, he played him, the young version. Right. He played him, and I was like, man, he would be a good Han Solo in the sense of putting him in that character.
Right. Okay.
So that's who I am. Donald Glover.
Okay, so my Han Solo, I was thinking, where did I have that? Idris Elba, because I couldn't think of another black actor.
Listen, so and I saw him, and I thought about him. I was like, he does play a good cowboy.
Yeah, he's too big for Han Solo, isn't he?
But would he match with Keke Palmer?
Nah. I didn't think of it that way.
That's
I
what.
forgot about him liking Leia. I really didn't think of it that way.
Right.
So yeah, no. I guess I would change my mind on that because that's more of a daddy-daughter role.
That it kind of.
I mean, Han Solo honestly was too old to be messing with Leia.
He was. Well,
Yeah.
was he?
Yes. Yes.
Have you seen Solo? No, you talking about the actor itself.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about even in that part. He was already an older man. I mean, he was okay, I'll put it this way. She was barely budding into 2021.
Yeah.
And he was a far 37, 38.
Give or take.
And so, but this one is too far-fetched. Because Miss Kiki is only like 31 years old, would be playing a 20-year-old. And Idris is 50-something.
Yeah.
So that puts them at a daddy-daughter, to me, more than Han and Leia.
Right.
And then you gotta kind of think, this is just my take on it, but those of the Caucasian persuasion tend to look closer in age when they're not.
That's true.
And I think that Kiki and Idris will look too far apart.
But also, the men do kind of age differently too.
Right.
You know, makeup and stuff only goes but so far.
Right.
Even hair color.
Just like Will can still play kind of youngish.
Yeah, he still could be
looks like an older man.
Yeah.
Anyway, he looks distinguished.
Mm-hmm.
And so I picked him not really thinking about it all the way. I didn't put a full thought into it, but
But he does kind of have a cowboy pirate look to him. So
Right.
I understand, because I was thinking that too. I was like, Idris would be a
I
good.
like your pick much better. It's cool. That's cool people.
Yeah. So we're gonna move on to
C-3PO?
C3PO.
Yes.
C3PO.
James Smith, because he's little and gangly, and he has to hang out with Will,
Mm,
and they got good chemistry.
I got you.
And he has to correct. Will has to correct him a lot on some things that he's doing because he's a super pet. You know what I mean? He was made to be a servant. He's an android that's made to be a servant. And I think that he would just team up really well with R2.
I get you. Of course, we didn't put R2 in our list.
Yeah, he's in a suit.
Yeah.
Not the same.
So
I mean, well, C-3PO kind of is too, but it's still the portrayal is still there. You can see more humanoid to it.
I get you.
So that's probably why you picked them instead of R2. There's no reason for R2.
Yeah, it wouldn't. That's all, you know.
The people who.
But
That's like you can't pick nobody from BB-8.
that's true. Shoot, you can AI BB-8.
Yeah, right, that part. They probably did.
But so who I pick? Don't judge me.
We listen
and we don't judge. For real, that's you too. Say it with me. We listen and we don't judge. All right, Alfonso Ribeiro.
You know what? Yes. Heck to yes. Heck to yes.
I was certain. This is what took so
It's
long.
for my Will Smith too.
Exactly, definitely fits with Will Smith. But all I could think of was Colton and how intelligent he can sound when he's not goofy and winning.
Right.
And I was just like, if you put that, if you put Alfonso there and just have him talking, well, my calculations are correct. Da da da. I can just see Alfonso just spitting it out like that.
Absolutely.
You know, correcting people's languages, talking smack to them without talking smack to them.
Right.
I saw it. I was like, oh, it's got to be him. But it's going to look weird with him in that metal suit.
Not really.
It's not.
He's not even a big man.
But
chubbier, but
he's large. The thing is I thought C-3PO would be like a 6'3" robot.
No,
he's like 5'8", 5'9". Alfonso's about
5'6".
Yeah, 5'6", 5'7". I was like, it's kind of so.
Yeah. And actors all lose weight for parts for game.
Yeah.
I mean, did you see what Will looked like as Ali? He gained some weight.
He did muscle too.
Moving on. Who did you pick for the voice of Yoda?
Yoda, do not judge me again.
We listen
and we don't judge. Hard, real hard. I have 3 picks because the first 2 I feel like I'm gonna get canceled for. So the first one, I'm gonna just get it out of the way because this is probably the cancel one, Bill Cosby.
Okay.
I
get that though.
Right.
Like he can do voices.
Right. Like he can do the voice if he wants to, and he can talk deep like this if he needs to, and mix it up. He can be Yoda as a voice.
I get
you.
I get you. But he will be canceled.
It's okay. I'm just saying. It's acting. I'm not talking about his personal life.
We don't know his personal life. You know that?
That's true. We know allegations. That's all we know.
We know what we know, and that's enough.
That's it. So, behind that, listen and we don't judge. A second pick, Dave Chappelle. I know y'all hate me for that. Y'all hate me for it.
Nope, I get it. I get it.
Oh, once again, the voice.
The voice.
Being able to get into a character, because Yoda already Right. Like, he would really have a Rick James voice playing Yoda. Like, he would do whatever he wanted to with it, you know? And he would be silly, but he would be intelligent at the same time.
Right.
Have you heard Dave Chappelle actually spit real?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so.
They could do that.
So, all right. Just in case y'all still want to cancel me, this was my 3rd pick and final pick, Phil Lamar.
I don't know who that is.
Phil Lamar is one of the biggest black voice actors for cartoons nowadays, including the Green Lantern He also plays Static Shock.
I know that voice.
You know the voice now. He plays so many different characters. I think he played on Osmosis Jones as one of the characters. Like, when I say he's one of the biggest, he's one of the biggest.
Was he the virus?
I think so. So I don't know.
I can see that.
We'll put what he actually was in Osmosis Jones right there.
Yeah.
But, like, the dude has talent.
Yeah.
So if y'all don't like the first two, that's
he's
my
the
last
real voice actor for it.
Right. You know?
Well, I couldn't think of a good Yoda like you did.
Yeah, it's hard.
Even with, I didn't pick but one person, and it was Keegan Michael Key.
Ooh.
Because he's funny. And I think that he might be able to pull it off.
Oh, all of these people would be good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. All of them really would be good. I like Keegan Michael Key.
Keegan Michael Key.
There you go. Key. Like Key Mikey. I like him as everything. Like an actor, a voice actor, a writer, a producer, like everything.
I haven't watched him stand up. But I think he would be funny.
I think so.
He'd be funny. Did you see the skit with him and Jordan? Is his name Jordan Hill? Yeah. Was talking about their gay wedding, and it's not going to be no different than any other wedding because we haven't seen that. Oh,
that might be it.
Have you cracking?
Yep.
So that's why I picked him. I think he would do it.
I like that.
But I know we're done pretty much with the list, but I did have a special mention.
Okay.
Shaquille O'Neal as Chewbacca. For obvious reasons. He big.
Be like, yes, Chewie, that's what we're about to do. Can you imagine Idris Elba talking with Shaq in that costume? Like in that whole thing?
No.
What are you saying?
He's out anyway.
I know, but think about this though. Okay, Shaq don't even do the thing. He just talks. He just like, that's right, Chewie. We gotta go down. But he mumbles, of course, because we know Shaq can actually talk. But
yes,
we be picking on him. It's fun. So, but that was very interesting. I love that.
Yeah, me too.
All right, we're gonna move on to a game.
Okay.
It's called the Name Game.
Oh.
And I know some of y'all might have seen this on TikTok or YouTube or whatever, where.
And you might hear some stuff you remember.
Yes.
Because that's all we can do is what we got in our head.
All right. We're gonna try to freestyle it, but you know, it is what it is. We're gonna give a celebrity name, and then we're gonna add something to it and change the name at the end of it.
I get you.
Yeah.
You'll see. You'll listen or see it and know what we're talking about.
Oh yeah. So because I kind of threw this at you, you have a name, or should we just start with a generic name?
You did not throw it at me.
Oh, okay.
I feel like we were gonna catch it one of these times anyway.
That's true.
And I realize for me, it's easier to rhyme when it's just a one-syllable last name. So if I'm boring,
we can find some stuff.
Yeah.
We can find some stuff. Maybe 2 syllables.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I was thinking Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. Okay.
So Keanu Reeves don't wear nothing on his arms. But those would be Keanu sleeves.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Keanu Reeves didn't like where he was. Keanu leaves.
I got you. Keanu Reeves was raking his yards. It was those Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
I'm going to use what you use the way I use it.
Okay. Keanu Reeves ate something very bad one day. Now Keanu heaves.
Ooh. See?
Bars, baby. Bars.
Do we need a new name or can we keep going?
Can you keep going?
What I got? I think we need a new name.
We need a new name. Okay. No, that's fine. We gonna roll with it. Let's see. Jim Carrey.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Jim went into the haunted house. Jim Scary.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Okay. Jim Carrey.
Huh.
Oh, he said I do.
Oh.
Jim Barry.
Bars. Bars. Okay. Jim Carrey grew wings and has a wand. Jim Barry. That's right.
Okay. Jim played the Grinch, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't happy.
Oh.
But he did get happy. Jim Barry.
Jim Barry. Hey. I like that one. Let's see. Jim Carrey. Jim was on the fencing team. Jim Perry.
Oh, that's out there.
That is.
He showed some intelligence on that.
Hey. Right there. I like that.
Okay, let's see if I got one more.
If not, we can move on to a new name. One more name.
Let's get one more.
Okay. Ooh, I.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Carrey.
Mm-hmm.
He looked at me too hard. Jim Sterry.
Let me do this last one. Okay. Jim Carrey now has a full face of facial hair. Jim Harry.
Okay, got it. I don't know if I've ever seen him like that. Have you ever seen him bearded?
Yeah, I've seen him bearded one time. It was pretty interesting. One more name?
Jim Carrey bearded.
Yeah. See, he's not that bad. All right. All right, you got one more name for us?
Let's do the classic.
Okay.
Kevin Hart.
Okay.
Kevin Booted.
Oh.
Kevin Fart.
Stank, Kevin. Stank. That's all right, though. Damn. I'm sorry. Kevin Hart. Kevin got educated. Kevin Smart.
I love
Mental.
Mental.
Uh-oh. Another
one? Kevin Hart.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Hart drew on some paper.
Oh.
Kevin Art.
Sophisticated. I like that one. Oh, let me see. Let me get one more. Okay. Ooh. Kevin Hart got lines in his head. Kevin Park.
Those are good.
Yeah, I like that. I like those.
It's easy because there's a lot that goes with Hart.
Yeah, there it is.
Kevin got Hart.
That's right. Kevin, you got heart, man. We love it.
With his little vegan restaurant somewhere in LA.
It is?
So,
Oh.
if not, we'll look it up.
Obviously, it's there, right? I don't know. All right, so we're getting ready to wrap up. We got to end it with our favorite game of the episode, and that's going to be...
Would you rather?
It keeps popping up. I don't know how it gets there, but it's there. Would you rather?
The first question is, would you rather win a trip to Hawaii or a free laptop?
I'm a businessman, so I'm going to pick laptop, but I mean, that Hawaii trip is... Like, I would love a free trip to Hawaii. Gosh, that's hard.
Which one is it?
Any laptop I want? Gosh, I would rather a PC, honestly. I'm going to
take laptops to Hawaii. Gotta stay with what they give you.
Or shoot. All right, I'm going to Hawaii.
Okay.
That's me.
Well, 70% of the people polled said Hawaii trip. And only 30% wanted the laptop.
Which one would you choose?
I would pick Hawaii. Yeah. Because
I get you.
A lot of people do. The reason probably why they pick Hawaii is because a trip like that costs a lot of money.
That's true.
And it costs probably more than the laptop unless you're very elaborate about what you get as a laptop.
Oh, yeah. Like, I want a MacBook Pro with all the
things that are hard to come by. We're always on our freaking laptop trying to do something to make money.
I'm trying to be on the laptop to book the vacation. So
that part. That part.
All right, what we got for the next question?
The next question is, would you rather look skinny while standing up, but fat when sitting down? Or would you like to look fat when standing up and skinny when you sit down?
That would just look weird. I mean, I'm gonna be
like you're a big boy and you sit down and look all slim.
Something's wrong. Like that don't even make sense to me.
That one don't make sense. I'm just go with the one that makes the most sense, and it's the 88% of I'd rather look skinny standing up and fat when sitting down, because that's if somebody was looking fat when they stood up and slim when they sat down, I would be really tripped out on that.
And we're not putting any pictures of anybody that does, so. Okay.
Next one. Would you rather live a long, boring life or live a short, fun life?
I'm gonna be short. I gotta have fun.
Gotta have fun.
I gotta have fun. Don't get me wrong, I want to live as long as I possibly can. But I know people that thought they had a long life because they were doing everything they thought was right, and it was cut short. And they didn't have fun. And I know people that had so much fun and lived long lives, or didn't, but they enjoyed it.
Yeah, and that's what you remember them for, is they were fun people. They were good to be around. Because to me, fun, it has nothing to do with putting anybody down.
Right.
Fun has to do with everybody's positive. It's a wonderful time for everybody around me.
Yep.
Not just me having fun at your expense.
Exactly.
So I would pick that too.
Yeah.
Most people would pick a short life that's fun.
Yeah.
73% said short life.
Yeah. It makes sense.
How many more are we doing?
2 more, right?
2 more.
That was number 3, right? Either way, we're doing 2 more.
Okay. Would you rather broken heart?
No. What's the next one?
Or never be loved?
Oh, gosh. Wow. What kind of podcast is this?
It's against everything we believe.
Right. A broken heart or never be loved?
Because there's a saying, it's better to be loved and lost than never to love at all. So I wouldn't want the broken heart, though.
I'm gonna have to take it if that's the choice.
Take the broken heart.
If that's the choice.
It's almost 50-50. It's 53% said they would take broken heart forever rather than never be alone, but it was 53 for that one and 47% never be loved.
And I honestly think that the people that would never be loved have just been hurt so much in their life already.
They know that broken heart.
Right. They were just like, I'd rather just go through life without having people love me, if that's the case. And I think in their mind they're thinking love is in love. Like, oh, I want to be in a relationship with you. Yeah. But I always take it as, I love neighbors. I love friends. I love
and being a best friend, that's love.
Right. That's love.
That's love.
So if you have none of that, like, that's hard. That's real hard.
I'm meant to be loved.
Yes.
And I guess living with a broken heart.
Yeah, that's it's like something you can't fix.
Yeah, something you can't fix. You don't ever feel like. But there's people who love you still.
Right. That's why
you still have the capability of loving. You just always get
that broken heart feel.
You kind of get that when you have grief anyway.
That's true.
Because people have said that grief is love with no return.
Mm-hmm.
And you love that person and they can't return it to you. The reason why you grieve.
That's true.
So I guess I'd just rather be loved.
Yeah. One more.
All right. That was deep, huh?
That was, man.
Okay. This
no
was
more
funny. Okay. What they do. Next time I'll skip it. The next one's kind of funny. Would you rather have long arms that are twice the size, or would you rather have legs twice the size as they are? You want twice the size arms or twice the size?
Legs for me are more useful. Like, don't get me wrong, my arms could do well, and if I'm a T-Rex with short arms that can't really do nothing, I don't think it was well thought out. But no, it's not.
Can't reach nothing, y'all. Nothing.
But having the long legs and short arms, it still work.
Okay, they said size though.
Right, it's double the size. Oh, so it's wide too? I don't care. It's still longer. Like my knees.
You gotta know that it's gotta be both. I guess.
Right.
Just double the size, whatever that means to you.
Yeah. I say if my knees are now my ankles, or my ankles are now my knees, and then they go twice the length down. Oh yeah, I'm good. I already feel short. I'm what 5'10". I feel short, so I mean, I'll be like 6'6".
I'm 5'1" if I tiptoe.
But that's all right though. But what would you rather? Long arms or long legs?
I'm a short girl with short arms, so both of them sound appealing.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but not at the same twice as long or twice as big.
Yeah.
I think I would go with the legs. I would go with the legs because I think it would look a little less weird.
That's what I said.
So
I don't want to be like a orangutan, you know?
Right. I don't want my knuckles dragging the ground. Gotta walk around with your arms folded.
Exactly.
Not to hurt nobody.
And your arms folded look like this. Like,
yeah. You almost claimed somebody.
Almost, but I ain't nobody. I wear black. Not blue or red or green or orange or none of that.
No. Okay. Well, 43% said they would rather have the twice as big arms, twice as size, and 57% said they would have the legs twice.
Wow. But still, more legs than arms. You know, people want to be tall, not
gangly.
Yeah. But obviously,
be able to reach stuff.
That's true.
And with these short legs and longer arms, I have to hold them.
That's right.
I would be holding myself not to hurt nobody and not to hurt my hand.
Well, I mean, they hang by your side. You know, you just can touch your toes without bending your back. You know.
Put your shoes on.
Right. I like that. You got a fun fact for us today, or a heart fact?
Fact of the heart.
I like that.
Our fact of the heart to end our show is the heart produces enough energy. This is a truck driver, by the way, to power a truck for 20 miles.
Really?
Which also means over a lifetime, that's enough energy to drive that truck to the moon and back. Because I love you to the moon and back.
Oh, I love that. I love you to the moon and back too.
But that's it for us.
That is it for the episode. We hope you enjoyed. And if you did, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe.
Put on the notification.
That's right.
And you know when we're going to post something new.
That's right. Comment down below what your favorite part was of the podcast. Or if you didn't like something, go ahead and write it down. That's all right. Let us know.
Critical critiques from people who are watching.
That's right.
We're enjoying it. So sometimes
you tell us.
So you tell us.
Yeah, I like that. But anyway, that's all for us for this time. And until next time, we love you.